You come to Australia a lot, and we love you in Australia. But tell me a little bit about, when it comes to your performing, was it more to do with sort of your performance on stage, or was it your velvet voice that came first?
What's the question? They both seem like you're saying I'm pretty good. And
I'm definitely saying
that. Yeah, I really like that. But
so when you actually, do you perform because you love to sing, or do you perform because you love to perform?
I don't even love to perform. I don't even love to sing. I love the act of connecting with with beautiful human beings, with souls. And since I was about 16 and started working at nightclubs, that was the game. That was the genuine enjoyment, was having an actual genuine connection. And the truth is, it is no different than me sitting here with you.
Talk about connection. It's quite interesting on House of Wellness. We do lots of shows on mental health and their incredible ability to music to really resonate and heal people. And even with my 9-year-old, when she's feeling quite anxious, if I play certain music, she can just chill out a little bit. Yeah. Why do you think music has that gorgeous connection?
Well, I love to say when I hear music, it's the voice of God.
Yeah, I like that too.
I do. I think it's something that goes so deep within us as human beings. And I think it's hard to articulate or explain why it means as much to us. You know, I've got a 9-month-old girl, little girl, and she's the fourth of our cubs or whatever. And it's amazing, at 6 months, 7 months, we would play and she was already starting to groove, and she would, you could see it change her mood. And it was this very instinctual thing for her. I think for me personally, music has given me inspiration. I think it's taken me through horrible, my lowest times. And I think that's the magic of what it does. That's why one of the things I love about writing songs is allowing people to be the main character in that song. Never telling them what it's about, if it's home or if I've written everything or haven't met you. I know who I wrote it for, but I never want them to know, so that they can sort of be the main character in that story.
I've heard some really interesting ways that people maintain a healthy throat, voice, thinking little things like basically absorbing different concoctions and what have you. Do you have a regime or a routine that works best for you to maintain a healthy voice?
For my voice, I like to, by invitation.
Yeah.
I just like to take it. Because my breath smells so pretty. I'm the worst.
Okay.
Please don't ask me
about... I like your honesty.
Please don't ask me. All of the things that your channel would tell people not to do, that are like things that they should never do.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I do.
Now, my husband is a very fussy person, so I thought I would test by invitation on him. Your first ever male fragrance, Michael Bublé Pahom. Beautiful. He absolutely loved it. Do you, when you're choosing a certain fragrance and style, do you have a personal fragrance that you like to pop into it?
You know, there are things like in here. I think the things like the vanilla that give. I think what I like is that sort of unisex. I don't love anything that's too strong or too sweet. I think I was a big part of creating these, which is I don't know if that's normal for celebrity fragrances, but. For me, it was important, at least at the start, to make sure that when I had to go out and speak about it, that I liked it genuinely. And turned out my wife was a fan, and I thought, she was very hot. And so the fact that she liked it meant a lot to me. I think for me, fragrance has so much to do with our memory, nostalgia, how we feel. And it can take us back to places that we've forgotten we've even been. And so I think for me, it was always very cool, especially as a musical artist, to have that great sense of sentimentality and to know that the fragrance could also be part of creating really new, wonderful memories.
Now, you've definitely nailed it when it comes to the female fragrances. Love Note would be one of my favourites. Do you find that, is there one out of the particular range that you love the most?
Well, I think the original is the one that I...
Yeah, I mean... Why is that?
I think I had the most to do with it. I think I was really terrified, to be honest.
Interesting.
Trepidatious. I did not like the idea of doing a fragrance. I felt it was unattractive. As a male celebrity, I just didn't like having anything to do with anything that wasn't completely genuine. I drove the original owners crazy because I made them go back and redesign the actual bottles, and it was a nightmare for them.
And the bottles themselves are quite classic and quite feminine.
The coolest part about this line is that it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels nice to have something that doesn't suck, you know?
That's certainly, certainly
It's
helps.
funny, many times I've gotten in elevators or I've been at restaurants and I have smelled it, and I will literally go over and ask them what it was, and I get more excited that it's mine. And you know what? It's really cool to have a product that makes people feel good.